Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Now, there's a lot of interest in Diddy. I keep getting a lot of... yesterday we covered a civil case against him about making the band. Judge Rakoff was initially skeptical of the plaintiff's naming of 22 different defendants, including UMG and others, and the mother, Janice. But ultimately, he ended up saying that unless he dismisses all counts, and he doubts that he will, the trial will be in February or March 2026, civil trial. So by then, it'll be known whether Diddy is in jail for a very long time, or maybe not. The jury questionnaires are being given out yesterday and today. We're covering that. We haven't yet written about it because it's a little bit hard to write about people filling out a form. But next Monday there will be jury selection. So we're on it. But it's a good week to cover some other things. And so we just, on the crypto front, Alex Mashinsky, yesterday the government filed, last night, their sentencing memo. And they're asking for 20 years. Now his guideline was 30, but they're asking for 20, which is less than Sam Bankman-Fried actually got. Not just that they asked for. I think they asked for more than 25. They got 25. Does this reflect the changing policy of the new administration, or a difference between Mashinsky and Sam Bankman-Fried? There's also, of course, the trial penalty. Sam Bankman-Fried did go to trial. Anyway, it's hard to compare cases, but there's a case beginning in EDNY, and we just live tweeted the sort of final pre-trial or pre-voir dire conference by Magistrate Judge Cho in the EDNY. This is U.S. versus Caroni and SafeMoon. We'll be doing our best to cover that as well. We're also Weinstein. We're juggling here in the week before the Diddy madness begins. Now, on another front altogether, we're covering almost around the country. We're now looking into a Massachusetts case, TDA, El Salvador flights. It's a little unclear what to call them. We could call these cases the Alien Enemies Act cases. We could call them the TDA cases. We could call them the El Salvador cases. In any event, there's many of them. In the Western District of Texas, Judge Briones, we've been covering him. He's asked for the government to respond in 5 days why they shouldn't be returning people. There's also a guy there's a judge in Boston asking for a full list of everyone flown. Many cases, all ultimately headed to the Supreme Court. But here in SDNY, there's an actual retail case of a multi-defendant case, Zambrano Pacheco et al., which is they're calling a TDA case. They're saying that everyone's a member of TDA. Yesterday, we've been covering it from the beginning, from the very first time that they brought him in and said that he'd been seen in Colorado. Yesterday, another defendant added, and there's going to be an arraignment tomorrow, and we're going to cover it, as it turns out. So those are them. Now, with all this going on, you'd think that the United Nations would have something to say. They're being asked about it daily to denounce what's happening in their host country. But they're dodging it because they want the money to keep flowing, but they're still banning the press. They didn't answer our question yesterday about UNRWA and the case here, and Elinor Hammarskjold. Nope, they didn't answer it at all. And so we say censorship must end. The UN must allow the press back in, and probably needs to be significantly reformed, with Tony out. To be continued, Inner City Press.